We're going to be going live in 5, 4, 3.
5, 4, 3, 2. This is Eagan AM.
This week on Eagan AM, Eagan has a new representative.
What are you listening to?
In the Wildcat world of sports.
Welcome back, Wildcats, to Studio 1A. We are live and have a great show for you today. I'm Karis, and with me is Will.
Starting off, we have a reminder that there's no school Friday due to parent-teacher conferences tonight and tomorrow. So make sure to mention it to your parents or guardians if they'd like to meet with your teachers.
Recently, the City of Eagan elected a new state representative in a special election. Bianca Vern, a member of our district school board, was the winner. Brady had the honor of interviewing her in the studio last week. Take a look.
Hello everybody, welcome. I'm here with our new state representative, Bianca Vern, former school board member, Bianca Vern. Thanks for being here.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
So you recently won election to State House. Can you tell me a little bit about that and why you decided to run?
Yeah, so as you mentioned, I was the school board member here in 196 for the last 2 years. And in September, Ruth Richardson resigned. And several folks reached out to me and said, hey, would you be interested in running for the House? And my initial reaction was, no, absolutely not. I am really invested in school board. This is where my passion is. This is where, there's a lot of exciting things coming here to 196, right? And they said, well, you maybe want to think about it. The stuff that really you're passionate about on school board, you could take to a broader audience, on a larger scale that could impact students across the state. So I had a few conversations with my husband, he was supportive, and my employer, and then I actually reached out to the teachers union and had a conversation with them. They supported me when I ran, and I wanted to make sure that we were all on the same page, and everybody was super supportive.
You previously represented the school district in kind of the local area, and now at the state level, you kind of work on a broader level. How are you going to balance the needs of the state with the needs of 52B?
Yeah, I think there's, depending on what it is that you're looking at, right? So a really great example is the LTFM, because it doesn't necessarily benefit 196, which is, the Eagan portion is 3/4 of my district, but it will benefit others. And when we, everybody uses the Paul Wellstone quote, we all do better when we all do better, right? And so for me, I am trying to take my skills, deep knowledge in education, healthcare, human services, to that. So where can I make the biggest impact? And I really like to center my work on how does this benefit students? How does it benefit children? How does it benefit people with disabilities? So I kind of have a little matrix, that I go through and say, who is going to benefit? Is this just 52B? Does this benefit Eagan? Does it benefit the county? Does it benefit the state? Where can we get the biggest bang for our buck?
All right, so before we wrap up, do you have anything you'd like to add or anything you'd like to share at the end?
Yeah, I would like to say, don't wait until you're in your 40s to get involved. Get involved now. See how you can support a local candidate, how you can get on a committee. The district is always looking for student representation on committees. I really wish that I would have paid more attention and been more involved younger. So we need you at the table, so be involved.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, new state representative Bianca Vern, for coming in.
Yeah, thank you.
It was great to have you.
Yeah, thanks so much.
Thanks, Brady, and thank you, Bianca, for your past services to our district. Now, to our city.
We've been talking a lot about music recently, more specifically about the different listening platforms available.
But this time, we want to see what songs you're actually listening to.
Hey Abdulhad, what music are you listening to?
Serbia by Rihanna.
You like that kind of music? Are you on Spotify or Apple Music?
Apple Music.
I'm listening to Headlines by Drake.
Okay, could you sing me a verse?
Not right now.
Alright, Apple Music or Spotify?
It's on Spotify.
So, Ndungu, what are you listening to today?
I'm listening to End by Frank Ocean actually today.
Okay. And were you listening to it on Apple Music or Spotify?
Always Apple Music.
popular opinion.
What are you listening to right now?
Baby.
Lil Baby, what song?
Exotic.
Exotic? Okay, are you on Spotify or Apple Music?
Spotify.
Who's your top artist Spotify Wrapped?
Lil Baby was.
Lil Baby. Okay, thank you.
Listening to Drake, Cameras.
Drake?
Cameras.
What's Cameras?
Yeah.
I'm listening to Loose by Daniel Caesar.
Okay, and was that on Apple Music or was that on Spotify?
Apple Music.
What music are you listening to right now?
Well, I wonder about the Smiths.
Are you on Spotify or Apple Music?
Spotify.
And who is your top artist on Spotify Wrapped?
It's Daniel Caesar.
Okay, thank you.
They have some good taste. I might add some songs to my playlist.
Yeah, there are a few good songs on there.
Hey seniors, many college decisions are sent out on January 31st, so make sure to be checking your portals for any messages.
Ever since 1958, video games have taken the world by storm.
And now there are over 5 million different video games in existence.
With that influx of games comes the big bucks. Here's Henry with the story.
Saying that the video game industry is massive would be an understatement. In 2022, the industry brought in over $348 billion in revenue. That is 3 times as much money as the music industry and 4 times as much money as the movie industry. Now, the gaming industry is a massive moneymaker, and a large part of that is microtransactions.
Henry, what the heck are microtransactions?
I'm glad you asked, Eli. Microtransactions are the little added fees that game developers add on top of the original game purchase. Now, normally this is stuff like skins, loot boxes, and sometimes even competitive advantages. Now, Eli and I went out to see how much we at Eagan spend on these microtransactions.
What's your name?
Tom Windles.
Abdi.
Keelan. How much have you spent on microtransactions in total?
I would say in total around like $250.
250?
About like 1,000.
1,000 bucks?
Yeah, like $1,000 probably.
So on Fortnite, I spent like 300. 2K, I spent like 750.
So you dropped a full band on video game microtransactions?
Yes, sir.
Ooh, okay. Now, what are you buying in 2K?
VC, so I can get my player up and so I can get that drip.
As you can see from those interviews, microtransactions have kind of just become part of the culture. I mean, everybody has a story how they once spent like $20 on Fortnite skin or something like that. But as we move into the future, it's uncertain whether these microtransactions are just a passing fad or something that's really here to stay. Well, that's all I got for you guys right now. Back to the desk.
Wow, I did not realize how much was spent within those games.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
Moving on to this week's club, here's Agnes.
Part of We Found the One for You. Eagan's Ski and Snowboard Club is a fun interactive club where you and your fellow club members get to travel the Afton Alps. They meet 3 to 4 times a year and the price of entering is half off, so you're really getting a good deal. If you're interested, their next trip is February 2nd, followed by one on March 7th. You can talk to Miss Corbett in room 117 for signing up and additional details. And don't worry about the warmer temps, Afton has plenty of snow. Would you guys be interested in joining the Ski and Snowboard Club?
Probably.
I wish I could, but I'm in a winter sport.
Looks really fun though.
For the first time ever, St. Paul swore in its first all-female city council. Previously, the council was either all or majority male, so this marks a very important milestone in the city's history, and it paves the way for more milestones for women in politics.
Your books will be going up in price soon, so lock in those low prices before it's too late. Check the webpage for more info. All right, now we head over to Sam for WCR.
What's up, Wildcats? Our sports are sure heating up, just like the temperatures. So let's start off with our boys swim and dive. The Dakota Hawks had a game on Tuesday and won 8-1 after a big win last Tuesday. But the boys had True Team State last Saturday at the U of M. The boys placed 6th overall with a dominating performance by diver Owen Kipp, who took 1st place. Way to go. They have a meet at Apple Valley tomorrow at 6, so come and cheer them on. On alpine skiing, the boys and girls competed on Tuesday. On the boys' side, Hale Haverson placed 21st with a combined run of 57.08, and the girls' side, Courtney Bumpers placed 1st with a combined run of 50.43. The next race will be next Tuesday at 3 p.m. at Buck Hill. Nordic competed yesterday with Luke and Caleb coming in 6th, Ethan and Leaf coming in at 8th, Ashlyn and Lizzie coming in at 10th, and Kate and Emerson took 12th. Over to girls hockey, they had senior night on Saturday against Eastview. It was an aggressive game, but they unfortunately lost 4-1 with a goal by freshman Lauren Murray. But on Tuesday, they bounced back when they took on Visitation, dominating 3-0 with incredible performances by senior Lily Anderson, and goalie Addie Bronwell, who got an amazing shutout. Amazing job. On the boys' side, they took on Eastview on Saturday. It was a hard-fought match, but with senior Grayson Robbins scoring 2 goals, they did lose 4-2. But the boys will bounce back when they take on Hudson tonight at 7. Last Saturday, EDT competed in New Prague. The girls performed incredible, placing first overall in Jazz. They also had a spectacular halftime performance on Tuesday at the girls' basketball game. Great job, dancers. Their next competition will take place this weekend at Spring Lake. On Saturday, our boys' basketball team traveled out to Duluth to play against Duluth East. The boys won in an impressive 76-62 victory, with seniors Max Busley and Charlie Burke scoring 37 combined points. They play tomorrow at Apple Valley at 7. The girls played on Saturday as well against Elk River and won 58-48 with a standout performance by senior Macy Radetsky. On Tuesday, they played a top-ranked Lakeville North team and battled hard. Drew Busley scored 27 points. They did lose 70-50, but they sure will bounce back when they play on Saturday against Prior Lake Tuesday. On gymnastics, team has been doing amazing. On Tuesday, they competed against Rosemount. Captains Jaylee Eklund and Kara Sundberg placed 2nd and 3rd in the individual overalls. Amazing job. Amazing job, so fact we invited them into the studio today. Here's Sophia.
I'm here with 2 of our amazing gymnastics captains, Jaylee Eklund and Lily Axelrod. Karis is also a gymnastics captain, so we're really excited to have you guys in here today. I don't think the average person realizes how hard gymnastics is. Can you guys tell us the training and preparation that is put in to your gymnastics?
Yeah, we have 5-day practices, 3 hours a day, and
sometimes on Saturdays.
Yeah, sometimes on Saturdays if we get the day off.
That's a lot. That's a lot. Well, you guys are extremely talented. I mean, I don't even think I could walk on a balance beam. What would you guys say is your favorite event to do?
My favorite event is beam.
And mine's bars.
Wow, crazy. I can't believe what you guys do every day. So, many people aren't very familiar with how scoring works in gymnastics. Can you guys tell us how it works?
Yeah, so typically we have a start value starting at a 10-0, and then depending on your difficulty, it can change that start value.
Wow. So if your routine is perfect and it's difficult, you're going to start at a 10, and then every bent arm, bent leg, unpointed toe gets you docked down a couple tenths every time. And so then the judge will mark down all those deductions and then add up your score at the end, and then that's what we get to see.
Wow. So there has been announcements about you guys selling cookies. What's that all about?
Yeah, so every season, towards the end of the season, we do a cookie sale with T-Rex cookies, and we sell $5 cookies during pause, and they're really big. Yeah. And the flavors are?
Well, we've got a couple different flavors going right now. It might change up a little bit next week, but we're going to get some new cookies in next week because we've been selling out recently. But basically, all those proceeds go back into the gymnastics program. Gymnastics equipment is really expensive, and so when we get that new equipment, we get to use it, obviously, but then when we do mini clinics with the youth in the community, they also get to use it as well.
Well, thank you so much for coming in, Lily and Jaylee. Back to you, anchors.
That's all for this week's show. Thank you all for watching.
Have a good weekend.
But I